You ever drop a cube in Blender and wonder, why does this thing bounce like a rubber chicken? Well, today we're diving into every single rigid body setting. And I promise, it's not going to be boring. Let's go. Rigid body type. You've got active and passive. Active means the object can move, fall, crash, bounce. All the fun stuff. Passive? It's just a bystander, like the floor. It exists, but doesn't move. Mass. This one's simple. More mass equals heavier. Drop a 0.1 kilogram cube and a 100 kilogram cube from the same height, same fall speed, but totally different reactions when they hit something. Think feather versus fridge. Dynamic toggle. This is the on-off switch for physics. If dynamic is on, your object is fully alive in the simulation. It reacts to gravity, collisions, forces, the whole party. If dynamic is off, it's like telling Blender, hey, this object is technically active, but don't let it move, ever. It just freezes in space. Use this when you want something to look like it's part of the sim, but not actually move. Animated toggle. Now this one's super useful, but it confuses a lot of people. If animated is on, Blender lets you keyframe or animate the object's position and rotation, even though it's a rigid body. But here's the magic. When you turn it off mid-simulation, Blender goes, okay, cool, I'll stop following keyframes. Now physics takes over. Perfect for timing things like traps, doors, or epic chain reactions. Collision shape. This is how Blender sees your object for physics collisions. You can choose from box, sphere, capsule, mesh for complex shapes, and convex hull like a simplified mesh cage. Choose the wrong one and you'll get weird behavior, like cubes that randomly roll. Don't let that happen. Source tab. This tab only exists when the collision shape is set to mesh. This tells Blender which version of your mesh to use in the simulation, and it's more important than it sounds. You'll see three options: base, deform, and final. Base is the original mesh, before any modifiers or shape keys. Good for clean, consistent collisions if your object doesn't change shape. Deform includes deformation modifiers only, like armature, lattice, or shape keys, things that move the mesh without changing its topology. Use this if your object is animated with bones or soft deformations. Final includes all modifiers, including things like subdivision, solidify, booleans, everything. Use this if you need Blender to simulate based on the object's final visual form. Bounciness and friction, the personality of your physics object. Friction is how much it resists sliding. Bounciness, or restitution, is how much it yeets off other surfaces. Sensitivity. Fancy word, simple meaning. This controls how sensitive your object is to collision detection. Margin is like a tiny invisible force field. It helps prevent objects from clipping or jittering. If objects are passing through each other or shaking, increase this. Collections tab. This is where you tell Blender which rigid body world your object belongs to. Want multiple separate simulations in the same scene? Use different collections and assign them here. It's like giving your sim objects friend groups. No drama between them. Dynamics. Damping affects how motion fades out. Rotation slows down spinning. Set both to 1, you've got a rock. Set both to 0, prepare for infinite spin. Deactivation settings let Blender put objects to sleep when they stop moving. You've got start deactivated, starts frozen, wakes up when something hits it. Linear and angular thresholds, how slow it has to be before going to sleep. Basically, when does your object stop partying? Whew, that's every rigid body setting in Blender, explained without putting you to sleep like a cube with start deactivated turned on. If this helps, please like and subscribe. Make sure to drop a comment if you want a part 2, covering constraints, or how to make things explode. Catch you in the next one.